which is like, oh shit!
Okay, he took it. Okay, it's better fish. On the flapper, boys.
Alright, finally it's time. We got some really good weather today. And I'm going out to try to get the first halibut in Havörsund of 2020. We're gonna do a little bit of everything. I'm gonna try bait fish. I got some jigs with me. I got rigged up the halibandit, midnight glow. And then I have the spinning rod as well. So I'm gonna have a fantastic day on the water anyway, even if I get a fish or not. But the expectations is not too high. But we got some good conditions. The spot I'm fishing, it's a quite exciting place to fish this time of year, so I'm pumped. Let's get him. So I just stopped to get some bait fish on the way to the spot now, and I found a lot of cold fish. The first one was in the pretty much the smallest size I would want to use today. Alright boys, now it's time. I got my bait fish in the boat and 15-20 minutes to the spot, so let's go.
Alright boys, so I'm finally at the spot. And I'm gonna start by rigging up my bait fish right now. So I got my BFD halibut travel rod, 40 pounds, main line to leader, lead, and then the leader out to the hook, starting with quite a short link on like 1.5 meters or something like that. Like that. Make sure it's dead.
So I got my Mustad 12-0 Ultra Point cold fish. You can rig it through the nostril, from nostril to nostril, but the problem if you have quite small bait like I have today is that the 12-0 will break the tissue here in the nostrils quite easy. So when I got a little bit smaller bait fish like this, I just go through the underjaw and then just up through the nostril like this.
So right here where I'm starting is like 12 meters deep, and it's some kelp and stuff on the bottom, which is like a type of weed that is like leather, and if you get stuck in that shit, you are stuck pretty bad. So I'm not dropping all the way down to the bottom in the beginning, and I really want my coffee, so I'm just gonna put my rod in the holder like this. So basically what I'm doing now in the beginning is keeping an eye on the sonar for life on the bottom pretty much. If I get a halibut in on the screen that will follow my bait fish or something. My bait fish is right here. Keeping an eye on the drift. Got quite slow drift now in the beginning. So I'm running like a little stream type of deal. I'm starting in the outside of the stream, and the current is going into the stream, so that means that I'm probably gonna have faster drift if I go in shallower, or not shallower but further in. 99% of the time I'm gonna see the fish on the screen, so I'm already holding my rod in the hand when it takes the bait fish, so it's all good.
Alright, so I just moved to a completely new area, which is like, oh shit!
What the fuck?
Alright, I have a super small halibut or something on now. It's like really small.
What the fuck was that about? So Oh my god, that was hilarious. I was just putting on the big camera. I was gonna just say that I moved spot. I pretty much just started this drift like drifting on a ledge to a shallow reef. We have some super deep water just outside here, and I barely began talking before the reel just started screaming, and I just said it right away because it was so wild. Usually the big fish, when they take the bait fish, they stand quite still, go quite slow, but this one just hammered away like so wild. And it's the first landed halibut for me this year, but it's so fucking small, man. Oh my god, it's the right species. Usually the first halibut for me of the year is really big. Unfortunately this year first bite I had was a huge one, which I broke off on some shit on the bottom, and this one took it super weird. Wait a second. Quick hold. Come on. Yeah. You see the circle hook is like hooked from the outside. It's super weird. Yeah, should be okay. Unfortunately this one is under 80 centimeters, so it's not legal size to take home. I would love a sashimi halibut, because like if you get one on 80-85 centimeters, it's like the best fish in the world for sashimi in my opinion. This one is unfortunately a little bit too small, so yeah, go back and grow big. 45 meters. And I have had some big ones on this spot before, like 155, and last year biggest one in my boat on this spot was 178. And then we have some other nice ones, 189, and yeah, some really good fish have been caught on this spot, so keep on going and hope that the next one is bigger. Okay, so now I just had a halibut coming up on the sonar. Looks like he went down again, but I like to just hold the rod pretty still when I know it's a halibut under my bait fish. So when it takes the bait fish, I can super smooth, just no tension, no nothing, just follow the fish and let him take some line without knowing shit, and then I set the hook on it. So this one looks like he didn't want to take the bait. Oh jeez. Okay, he took it. Okay, it's better fish. Yeah, okay. Now we're cooking, boys. So he pretty much disappeared from the screen of the sonar, or he was just so close to my bait, so I couldn't really tell. He's not huge or anything, but as soon as I put the rod in the holder again, he just went for it. So fun. This one is a perfect eater, man. You're coming home with me, boy! Okay, so now it's a good time to take down the drag a little bit. And then I'm just putting the rod there so my weight goes that way. And then I can take the gaff if I want to, but I'm gonna take this one with my hand because it's not big or anything. And the circle hook is just perfect in the mouth. Go in here. Okay. Nice. So this one is probably just over a meter. Just perfect in the corner here. pops out super easy.
Alright boys. Woo. Nice halibut on like 100, 105, something like that. So I think there is some more down there. Let's put down a bait and wait for the next one. So it's super fun when you move around a little bit and try different type of spots until you find them like this. Third contact into drift. So, and everything seems to be working right now, but it's not the size really I'm after, but I'm super happy to just catch fish now. That last one on 105 or something was really fun, and that one is gonna end up in my belly. Hopefully next fish is not an eater and way over.
So I'm just playing a small halibut on the Sonar right now. He shot straight up from the bottom, went for the bait, and then just sat under it. So I hold the rod in my hand. He didn't do anything. Then I reeled up a little bit. He followed, and then he immediately went down. And as I said before, sometimes they just go down a little bit and take speed and then go for the bait again. And this one did exactly that. He stopped at like 3-4 meters over the bottom, and then he went back up again. And then for some reason all the way back down to the bottom, and that's usually a sign that he won't take it. Here you can see the last time he went up, and this was the first time he came up. Just a small mark, very quick, followed, went down, stopped, up, down to the bottom again. So I have another fish on the Sonar again now, following my bait. Now he went down a little bit again and stopped, coming up slowly, just following the bait. Same scenario as the last time. They are not really going for it right now. So this is pretty classic. You get a couple, they're pretty aggressive, and then all of a sudden, boom, starting to be real finicky, just following. Not really too much happening. I'm gonna try a flapper after this, so I'm gonna show you how to rig up a flapper right now.
Alright, so this is how I rig up a flapper. I got my cold fish, and I go in with my knife behind the head, along the spine. I go all the way through. And you don't want to go through the spine, you just go back like this, turn it around, go in on the side of the spine, following the spine, back like this, and when I come back to the tail on the other side, I cut off the spine, so I leave a little bit of bone in the tail, which gives a nice kick. And then I just break out the spine like this. Nice. And then I have my perfect flapper, 2 fillets, which will swim really cool in the water. That's pretty much it. Rig it up on the same way as a normal bait fish on the circle hook, and you will have a swimming dead bait fish.
Flappy, flappy. You! I don't know if you can see on the camera here, but there we have the flapper with some crazy swimming motions. Yeah, buddy. This should do it. So as I said, they become a little bit more finicky last drift here, so trying a flapper. Hopefully we have another hookup. So I've had 2 halibuts on 2 drifts, a lot of halibuts on the Sonar, a couple of contacts. So let's make it 3 for 3. Yeah, fish on. On the flapper, boys. No, small one. Here we go, boys. Probably the same size as the last one, just a little bit A little bit smaller than the last fish. Three for three, boys. Third drift, third fish. This time on the flapper.
All right, so that was it for today. No monsters on the hook today, but maybe next time. At least I landed a couple of fish and it felt good to land a couple. Not really used to finding so much small fish this time of year, but it was fun anyway. After the weekend now I'm gonna head out again. Looks like it's gonna be good weather next week, so try a couple different spots and hopefully land a couple of big dogs. So stay tuned for the next video and stay safe. Hope everyone is doing alright, and now I'm gonna eat some halibut. Ciao!